Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. Before you get started, you can customize your Dynasty experience. This is where you'll adjust your settings to fit the way you want to play. With custom conferences, you can realign the college landscape however you see fit. You can also import any custom team builder teams you want to include.
Ja, nej. Ja, så. Mint en nailmint, var leila mint. Ja. Oi. Vilket. Ja, så mitt den lilla.
Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. The school's demeanor will impact how they respond if you miss certain expectations. Patient schools will give you a longer leash, while some schools will be demanding from day one. These factors all feed into your Dynasty blueprint by influencing your Dynasty point budget. A bigger budget means you can hire more staff, upgrade your school's facilities, and invest more NIL on your roster.
Oh, okay. En dan zit er in nou. Voor ze. Ik heb het kort. Kernast. Några provarna, äckliga. Man tar Washington. Utah. Eftirleik klára leikinn síðast year. Men ágætli, bara þetta blið.
Now it's time to choose your role on the coaching staff. Whatever role you decide on, you'll receive new coaching opportunities via the coaching carousel based on how your current team performs. Here, you can create your own coach or choose to play as an existing one. As a custom coach, you can fully adjust your coach's. Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's.
Ég veit ekki maður. Nei. Geta. Houston. Speed. Mukle over, så kan det jo. Aglasono, capito?
Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program, as completing some expectations will give you dynasty points that you can use to shape your dynasty blueprint. Your expectations will change annually and get more difficult as your program gets better. Do your best to meet them. Failing to do so could impact your job security and land you on the hot seat.
Now. Eikä mä pretin liiminnyt taas se aus. Nej, mä tuli samakin.
We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero. The beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will have the football first. There's Telly Johnson Jr. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the heat.
Oh, we talkers!
Almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hawkeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game.
6 og 5 år, altså på startet her.
Quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Not a highly touted recruit, but what a job in camp to win the starting job here for the opener. Here's a give to Malton. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a...
Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few 1st downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the...
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A strike first in that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
Ay, ay, ay.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. And throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Handoff from Alton. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a give to Malton. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
Okay.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Makes one man miss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff for Malton.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again.
Ahí está oscuro. Oh, han de clicar.
We knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. They're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision. That was one of those times.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for room. It's Porter. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Back to the ground with the knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Here's a give to Malton. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Northern Illinois sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. He has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Thank you. No.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Spiller cover.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Motion from the wideout. Spins away from the defender. Caught, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board.
Hey, get the Rama. Det är mycket mindre i raps.
Looking for blockers. Hits him with a stiff arm. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up. This is a factor. This crowd...
Oh, yeah. Oh!
Keep an eye on that, Holly. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Running inside.
Good.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
No.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. And they got it. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Hawkeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is thrilled with the performance of his young quarterback. We told you before the game, this is his first start, first everything, and he has shown up big time. Coach said, I want him to continue playing just like this. Keep his head down, be composed, but continue to put up those big numbers we saw in the first half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Hey, give me the method. Glad welcome.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Kamari again. Powers through the defender. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was...
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back.
Oh my lord.
Officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Nej, men han är med på att stiga på den. Okej, säkert.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Coming out on the first down with the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Off the play fake. Finds his man down the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
Går vartama helt meitt, går sortama. Stanna.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Iowa sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Kamari again. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Hey.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit.
Hey.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far.
This
time really needing to get a score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something, because this game's starting to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Diaz. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game, because everything we're dialing up is working.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or two to get back in this football game.
Trying to run, it's Moulton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! His 3rd touchdown of his game and his 3rd on the season.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The run inside. It's Porter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here.
10, okay, good.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Now the play fake.
Mother. Oh.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'm open.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield. It's Davidson. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Ja, maar geen mistuk. Eén is in hem.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea is don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this. Loose in the middle. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Näissä linjamalla. Läpi. Tuksen sen luokan.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Okay.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Ja, lekker.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Porter. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Handoff from Alton. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. This offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Kamari again. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Porter. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. It'll be 3rd and long. Might as well stick with him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Ja, mer.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Rowe, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Why are you doing all of that, Dan? Are you that excited that Messi won? Really? This man's over here having like a... What is wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah, too much sugar.
Are you...
Ja.
Welcome to staged recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage 2 begins once you're in a recruit's top 5, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, Stage 3 is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day.
Ja. Ska typ... Okej, sen saa perimä. Ja. Okej, let's see.
The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Bragg Bly to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Iowa State at Iowa is going to be a marquee matchup this year. The Cy-Hawk Trophy is at stake, and as you know, this is one of the top in-state rivalries in all of college football. The Cyclones came out on top last year, but they lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We will see if this refurbished Iowa team is able to make some noise here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Iowa's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, Dave.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Finding an escape route. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Makes the grab on the left.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets rid of it. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right.
He's going for the goal line. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Iowa State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He's got his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
I am.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Oh.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll run the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Give running right, it's Kamari. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Breaks him in the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a give to Malton. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moulton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to
touchdown, Hawkeye! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Plows through the defense. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the red zone, it's Moulton. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Iowa!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go right back to the run. He locked up and held on to bring him down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Yeah.
Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Net, niet zo wichtig.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick 6 as that guy is ever going to score.
Aldrei, hvað? What the fuck, hann get þetta? Ég skil það ekki, hann get þetta. Þetta svolítið... Andu... Ok. Þetta
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Píla, meðlega míla.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Kamari again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff for Malton. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. Nice move there. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wide out trying to get it in. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area?
Let's see if the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
Nee.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he
dat was
dropped
wel
it, now
meer.
it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity.
It's incomplete. 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The inside handoff.
Nee, dat kan ik wel zwaar play, maar Jesus Christ.
That's a 1st down and maybe the start of a long drive. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down.
No, Timmy.
That's caught. It's Parker. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's a give to Malton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Wow!
Ikke taket til Markusen.
Never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbound. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team always that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day. And right now, they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
I'm kind of... Oh, it's hard to put on right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face.
Face. Oh, go to hell on. I kind of like the cover one better, but the cover one's not.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh!
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Hey, Trey, would you rather be great on defense, great on offense? Can't do both. I want to say what's the debate.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play.
You just play to get the ball last.
Dropping back, it's Rayner.
Play to get the ball last.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
It's fucking up this half, bro. Fucking up this half, bro.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Virtually unblocked.
The kastkel. Ja, okej, jag fattar. Okej.
Let's see what call they have on
Han löper in och kastar på den. Nej, så no.
He wants to throw. Under fire. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Come on, man.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position.
Let's go. Come on, I got it.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flat. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes a grab and room to run.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Blitzer, too. He's like, you know, he's like playing off the blitzer.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What play is that? What play is that? What the fuck type of play is that?
En gång sätter jag med. Farviga är ingen människa så kan jag inte mycket mer. Nej. Säkert precis. Ja. Skål nästa vecka. Nej, det går en halvtimme. Jag har stått upp. Vilket kommer in. Och på in the bacon. Ja, okej.
How does he come out in the pass and play every? Now watch. He gonna come out in a. I'm letting him pick first. Fuck that.
We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Thunderbirds and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Again, it's Malton. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. They'll go with Malton. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Malton. At midfield. There's a crease. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the Thunderbirds offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Iowa! Stealing a score on special teams.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Jackson gonna throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Got enough for the first. Gets away from 1. He's got space. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All the way back. Touchdown, Iowa.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a... And here comes... Offense ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Shakes off the defender. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They're gonna ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Quick spin on the run. Oh, he spun him again. There's some room. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And the point after is good. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Calls his own number. He's there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's the Thunderbirds will punt this one away. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big...
Maybe a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the right. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Buffalo, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it again. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
And it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Here's a hit. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And it's no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Thunderbirds decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Quick step and go. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Complete. Touchdown, Iowa! Gets it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Punt is on its way. He's got great speed. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. creates a little room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And the Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to... So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fighting off the defender. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.